Money ain't a thing. Money ain't a thing.
Money in the bank. Money in the bank.
We can talk, but money talk, so talk more.
Ash Cash Show, Ash Cash Show, the Ash Cash Show, Ash Cash Show, the Ash Cash Show, Ash Cash Show, the Ash Cash Show, Ash Cash Show, Ash Cash Show, the Ash Cash Show, Ash Cash Show, the Ash Cash Show, Ash Cash Show.
Baby, I got your money, money.
To the Ash Cash Show every Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Make sure you go to ashcashshow.com, subscribe to the podcast, go to ashcashtv.com, subscribe to the YouTube channel. So listen, let me tell y'all something. So if you want, look, let me tell y'all, CJ, what up? Let me tell y'all something. Hey yo, when I talk my talk, man, when I tell y'all to apply pressure, when I tell y'all to you know what I'm saying? Like to just go after everything. When I say no excuses, there's no excuses, B. Sandra, what up? You were balling this morning. Look, when I say no excuses, right? So I got the receipts. Let me tell you how I really got this morning. So I've been out, all right, so let me rewind. Let me rewind real quick so y'all can hear what I'm saying, right? And so last year around my birthday which is November, you know what I'm saying? Right? Is the job done or is the job done? So last year around my birthday, I did a 40-day fast, you know what I'm saying? Did a 40-day fast, birthday came. I had like released a lot of weight, you know what I'm saying? Was looking good, feeling good. And went to Haiti, you know what I'm saying? Went to Haiti, and had a great time. But then after that, I ate a lot of food in Haiti, you know what I'm saying? But then when I got back, I really didn't, I kind of broke my regimen. I really continued to, I didn't really continue to stay on my grind as I needed to from a health perspective. So I gained a lot of weight right back, you know what I'm saying? And so I'll be honest with you. So I had released so much weight that I had like fit into like an XL, right? And the wrestler, yes, like I said. So I was able to go from a 3X though. Last year I was a 3X. You know what I'm saying? Last year I was a 3X, and I did a 40-day fast. I worked out, got myself together. Dropped 2 sizes, was an XL, and everything was all good, right? So full transparency, after I came back from Haiti, my discipline was off. And so I started eating again and going crazy or whatever. And so I gained a lot of weight back, right? But it wasn't too crazy. So recently, you know what I'm saying, a fast out to the bros, EYL hit me like, yo, we got some shirts, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, we got some shirts or whatever. We're going to send some shirts through. And so, I'm like, I bet. Send me an XL because I'm an XL. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, I'm an XL. Send me an XL. Yo, they sent me that. So that was number one, right? That was the first strike. They sent me the XL shirts. Them shirts was looking tight. I said, oh, what's going on? Like, what's happening? You know what I'm saying? And so then we had the Father's Day game. And I asked for a 2X because I was like, oh, when you play ball, you want to get loose and all. I asked for a 2X. So I get there, and homegirl was like, yo, nah, you ain't fitting into this 2X, though. I said, what? I'm a 2X. Like, yo, you know what I'm saying? So she gave me a 3X. And when she gave me the 3X was snug. And I know it ran small. But the 3X was snug, right? And so I said, I need to get back on the grind. And so I just said, like, you know what? I'm gonna start balling again because I can't. I hate doing I talked to y'all about that before. Like I don't like I know I need to do cardio, strength training is easy, but I don't like to run. But I'm competitive, so I'll play some ball. You know what I'm saying? So I posted the pic yesterday of me playing ball and fast shout out to everybody who got jokes. You know what I'm saying? And it's funny. It was funny, right? But y'all don't even understand. That's the motivation I need because. All I need is y'all to keep joking, and I release 30 pounds and I drop 30 points. Like I get buckets. Like don't play with me. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't play with me in those comments. I get buckets. You know what I'm saying? I bet. So I said, all right, let me go. I gotta start balling. So Sunday, you know what I'm saying? I went out and I played ball. Body was a little sore, but I was like, nah, I'm still gonna make it happen. July 4th. Everybody was chilling, but I said, all right, I'm gonna play ball. Then my guy Neo hit me, right? Neo like, yo, Cash, we balling tomorrow morning, right? And I said, what time? He said, hey, look, I didn't see you play. I saw you on the sideline. Look. Neo hit me like, yo, we balling. You know what I'm saying? And I said, yo, what time? He said 5:30. So in my mind, I'm like, oh, right. Pix 11 just hit me. And I got a live interview, right, at 7. So I said, yo, how I'm gonna ball at 5:30 and then do the interview, and then I got the show, right? I said, yo, no excuses, B. You like you already and I attracted that too. Let me just be honest, right? Like Neo hit me and was like, yo, you balling or what? You know what I'm saying? So I woke up, you know what I'm saying? I woke up 3 in the morning or 4 in the morning, like 2, but you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I woke up at 4 in the morning, went to go play ball, 5:30 in the morning. Maybe I want to say I maybe got 4 or 5 games in, right? Maybe 4 or 5 games in. Straight. Oh, I forgot. You know, my fault, y'all. In haste, I didn't even turn the badges on. My fault, y'all. That's all good. We'll make it up. I didn't even turn badges on. But right, and so I woke up 5:30 in the morning, went to go play ball, play 4 or 5 games. Then after playing 4 or 5 games, ran here real quick. I ain't gonna sit here and lie. I didn't even have time to shower yet. So I ain't funky or nothing, but I didn't even get time to shower yet. I definitely did a little splash in the face, get myself together, threw on some new clothes, did my Pix 11 show. You know what I'm saying? Then did my Pix 11 show upstairs in my office. Then had to run downstairs and do the Ash Cash show. And why am I telling y'all that? Because there's no excuses, though. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm being 100% honest. And I'm being 100% honest. Like, obviously, after this, though, right? Obviously, after this, I'm going to go, you know what I mean? I'm going to jump in the shower. I'm going to get my day right. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we can't smell you anyway. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, I'm downstairs, you know what I'm saying? But look. I'm telling y'all all this because there's somebody out here right now, right? There's somebody out here right now who got a lot of things to do, and they making excuses as to why they're not doing them. You know what I'm saying? There's somebody right now. And somebody right now, Laverne, what up? I ain't fucking, I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? I still got my basketball shorts on, you know what I'm saying? But look, there's somebody right now who got a lot on their plate, who got a lot to do, and they sit making excuses about like, yo, I want to do this, but. And the truth of the matter is, are you gonna get the job done or get the job done? Are you gonna get the job done or get the job done? That's my question to you today. All right? Are you gonna get the job done or get the job done? Because the truth of the matter is that if you don't get the job done, it's because you don't really want it. Can I be honest with you? If you don't get the job done, if you don't get the blessings, if you don't manifest everything that you keep saying that you want to manifest, it's really because you don't want it. I promise you the season is different. I promise you the season is different. I promise you that this is the winning season that you're gonna win. You know what I'm saying? Like you're heading into a season where you wouldn't be able to stop winning if you tried. You know what I'm saying? If you don't win, it's cause you do not want it. And that's okay though. That's actually what I want to say. It's actually okay. It's actually okay to be a loser if that's what you want. Respectfully. It's actually okay. If you want to be a loser, right? If you want to be a loser, if you want to just live a regular life, if you don't want to max out your full potential, if you don't want to be greatness on display, that's okay. Nobody's counting. Nobody's counting your blessings. Nobody really care. You know what I'm saying? Nobody like it's okay. Be a loser. You know what I'm saying? Be a loser. It's fine. Stop pretending though. Stop wasting people's time though. Just do that. The people who want to win, don't waste their time. If you're okay being a loser, if you're okay not maximizing your full potential, you know what I'm saying? If you're okay with that, that's cool. But there's just don't waste nobody else's time. Just don't pull nobody else down with you. Just don't act like you're a winner and try to be around winner when you okay being a loser. It's okay. That's what I got a problem with. You know what I'm saying? That's what I got a problem with. I got a problem with the people who keep saying over and over that they want something, and then when the opportunity is put in their face, they buckle under pressure. You know what I'm saying? They buckle under pressure. They they buckle. Nah, I promise you. Like I don't even see. Here's the thing. Yo. Here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. Is that the season you in right now? This season, I ain't talking about no other season. I don't care what other season that you dealing with. The season that you in right now, you know what I mean? The season that you in right now, you don't even really gotta even look for opportunity. All you gotta do is attempt. All you gotta do is attempt. You don't even gotta go as that hard, right? You don't even gotta go as hard because the losers are gonna count themselves out. Right? Like right now as we speak, right? Right now as we speak, the world is opening and back up. And all the people who had to put their activities on pause, they're not gonna go back outside. They're not gonna go back to the regular scheduling program. Right? And all you gotta do, I'm telling you, I promise you, all you have to do is put the energy out there. Right? All you have to do is put the energy out there. All you got to do is say, yo, to be honest, I want to say in 2 days, I manifested something very, very quickly, but not even by doing nothing, I'll be honest with you. I just was I was just in vibrational alignment with the thing. And I'm never going to not say this. I'm always going to keep saying this. And so you might be tired of hearing me saying this, or you might not believe it. I don't care. I don't care. I don't give a shit. Because I know it's real. I know that with vibrational alignment, everything pops up to you. You don't even really gotta I'll be honest with you, working hard is dumb. You don't even gotta work hard. Anybody working hard is dumb. And when I say work hard, I'm not saying that you ain't got to put no grind in. I'm just saying that we overcomplicating. It's so easy. If we just get our mind right, if we just pray, if we just meditate, if we just drink a lot of water, if we just eat right, and don't put nasty stuff in our body, the instruction will come. The opportunities will come. That's it. Like it ain't much you got to do to it. You know what I'm saying? Let's do daily aspiration real quick. Daily aspiration, real quick. Listen. Happy Tuesday, my blessed and highly favored. Welcome to the day that you continue to realize how special your life is and why you should give thanks every day for just being you. That's what I'm saying. Just be you. Today's daily aspiration is dedicated to accepting your blessings and making the most out of them. They say the things that you currently take for granted, someone else is praying for. Oh, that's a bar. I'm going to go back to that. Sometimes we get so comfortable and used to the good life that we don't take time to realize how good it really is. We are ambitious and want more out of life, but in doing so, we need not forget to be grateful for the gifts and opportunities that are currently in our favor. The good, the bad, the ugly, the trials and tribulations, the obstacles, they all serve as stepping stones for the greatness that we are. Life is like a 3-course meal with unlimited servings. You can have anything you want, but you first have to finish what is currently on your plate before you can have seconds. Even though we may want the Kobe steak, we have to finish the appetizers before we get to the main course. Appreciate all that you have right now, and that gratitude will open the door for more abundance. Live life with a grateful heart and take all that you deserve. Have your cake and eat it too. Just so appreciation for the cake. I'll leave with a couple of quotes. The first one's by Steve Maraboli. It says, the problem that we have with the victim mentality is that we forget to see the blessing of the day. Because of this, our spirit is poisoned instead of nourished. Next quote by Charles Dickens, and it says, reflect on your present blessings, of which every person has many, not on your past misfortunes, of which all people have some. And last but not least, which is an unknown quote, and it says, each new day greets us with no rules except for the rules we place on them. Greet this new day with open arms and endless possibilities. Yo, listen. Listen. Hold on, let me turn this off real quick. I need y'all to catch these whole bars. I need y'all to catch these whole bars because I need y'all to understand something. Yo, the things you are currently taking for granted. There's someone else that's praying for it right now. Let me say that real quick. Let me say that real quick. Yo, the things that you are taking for granted, right? The things that you are taking for granted. Somebody else is praying for it. That's why I said stop faking. Right? If you're okay being a loser, then just be a loser. Don't say you after greatness, but be afraid to go after greatness. Don't say you want this great life, but be afraid to be. Right? Not do, because doing anybody could do. I just want you to be. I just want you to give thanks every day just for being you, because being you is a blessing. That's what you don't understand, is that being you is a blessing. Being you is the biggest blessing ever. Out of all the people that could have been, you are you. And there's somebody right now who is praying for something that you're taking for granted. Something that you wake up every day and you take it for granted. Somebody's praying for it. Somebody wish they had it. And you playing all the way around. And so I need you, right? I need you to get to a space. Where you start receiving and allowing your blessing, right? I need you to be in energetic alignment with the things that you want. I need you to be in energetic alignment, right? I need you to be aligned. BC JDC, tier 3. Salute, salute, salute. Miss Wendy in the building. Salute. See you in ATL. Fat shout to my guy, Jeremy Anderson. Yo, I promise you, I'm gonna flame that stage though. That's the one. Y'all, I don't even play. I can talk my ish because I don't even play. Like, it's documented. I got receipts though. See, that's the thing. When I talk my ish, I got receipts though. I can't wait. I can't wait to the speaker conference. I'm gonna burn that joint. Different level. I'm on a new level. All right, listen, real quick. I think, and I could be wrong. I think a lot of people are not, like, even though the win is at the door, even though the win is right there, like it's being handed to you, I think we're taking it for granted because we don't think we're worthy. I don't think you think you're worthy. I think it's a self-worth issue, right? Because if you are the best and you deserve the best, you would allow the best. Oh, that's a bar. If you are the best, I forgot what I just said. If you are the best and you want the best and you believe you're the best, you would allow the best. But the fact that you're not allowing the best, the fact that you are not allowing greatness is telling me that you don't even think you're worthy of it. It's because I think you have a worth issue.
Mind Right Radio.
Hold on, Abraham. Go ahead. Abraham got to talk to you real quick. Go ahead, Abraham.
Nothing matters very much.
Oh, this is not the one I want. Wait, hold on. This is the one right here. This is what I want. Okay, Abraham.
I think you're really going to enjoy this because the lining up is so huge and there are so many options that
Prodigy, what
it
up?
would be like you being a child or an adult and saying to someone, I'm hungry, and 5,000 complete meals appearing before you instantaneously. That sort of gives you some sense of relationship to how fast it is and how many options there are. And this is our way of saying to you that it's not a straight and narrow path that you must make your way to. In other words, when you achieve vibrational alignment with your well-being, around every corner is a potential satisfying of something that you want, literally. And the reason that the universe is able to do that is because there are so many players, there is so much data, there is so much interaction, there has been so much already expansion. In other words, the ingredients are already here. When you ask for something, immediately, at least 100 avenues to lead you directly to what your heart's desire would feel satisfied having are before you instantly. At least 100 options. But if you're not in vibrational alignment with them, might as well not be any. It's like your friend saying, oh, I heard the most beautiful music being played from my radio all morning long. I had my radio dial set on 98.6 and it was rapturous. And he said, I didn't hear it. Did you have your radio dial set on 98.6? No. So if you're tuned up, if you're in alignment with what you want, then it's there. It's about vibrational alignment. So your question is, how does the universe do this? By the time you are able to identify it in thought as a desire, it's done. If you can think it, the components are here, and you can realize it as quickly as you line up with them. If you say, I want a prize, the universe says, very well, we will line up endless opportunities for you to have your prize. And when you say, but there is only one prize, the universe says, very well, we will make it very difficult for you. And when you say, there is only one prize and I think that person will get it, the universe says, very well, it will not be yours. Your thoughts happen. But when you say, there is no shortage of prizes, the universe says, then pluck from those that please you. They are everywhere.
Pluck from what pleases you.
Your every thought affects your vibration, but that's all that affects your vibration. And your vibration is the only thing that ever affects your outcome.
Your
Every time
vibration is the
you
only thing.
preference, the universe
How you
is going
think.
to work on fulfilling your preference and has taken great satisfaction in doing so. All of your future worlds have been envisioned and enjoyed by all that is non-physical. That's why it's in escrow, ready for you to let it into your experience.
Yeah.
Wayne Dyer's book says, you will see it when you believe it.
You'll see when
And
you believe it.
we say to you, test the heck out of it. Make yourself believe it. Show yourself. Think thoughts and watch them manifest. Think other thoughts. In other words, notice the correlation between what you think and feel and what happens. It's accurate every single time. Adjust the way you feel, watch what happens. It's accurate every single time. But what's tricky about this is that if I stand here and I want to be over there and I say I'm willing to do anything it takes to get over there, I've got a resistance within my vibration because of my inherent dissatisfaction with where I am. Where if I say it's lovely over here and it would be lovely over there, now I've softened that resistance. As I say, from my lovely vantage point where I feel blessed and worthy, I'm looking forward to more evidence of my blessedness and worthiness. Now you've got the whole gamut covered. In other words, can you feel how that just cleaned everything up, you see? As you play with each other and you feel competition and you worry about how much abundance there is, Esther has been enjoying coming to the realization that there is not a shortage of anything. And she has that just about figured out with relative to everything except shortage of time. Or she will say, it feels to me like there's a shortage of Esther. In other words, there's not enough of Esther to go all of the places that everybody would like Esther to be. And then we explain to Jerry and Esther that when you are thinking about budgeting your dollars, you have flexibility in the sense that you can pay attention to the way the dollars are flowing out, and you have some measure of control, but you can also open the vortex through which the dollars come in, and then you have an even broader measure of control. So when you realize that you're tapped into the abundance of dollars, or to the abundance of abundance, then you don't have to worry about shortage because it flows in as fast as it flows out.
Yep.
But then Esther said, but what about time? It seems like time can't expand like dollars. She said, I can see how my dollars could expand so that I don't feel shortage as I am expending. But with time, we all only have the same 24 hours in a day. And if we only have this, so all I can do is be responsible about the way I spend that time, because if I spend it over here, I don't have it.
We all have the same 24 hours. You just got to be responsible. You just got to be responsible with how you spend that time, invest that time.
To spend over there. And we say, but when you are determined to feel joy in any moment that you are spending it, then in the same way that you've taken dollars out of the equation, now you've taken time out of the equation. And when you take things like dollars and time out of the equation, then you begin to take shortage out of the equation. Then you begin to take limitation out of the equation. Then you begin to expect somehow, some way, whatever you want to manifest.
Yep.
And that's when the distance between your dream and the realization of it becomes infinitesimal. And that's when you say, well, it's like magic. And we say, it isn't magic.
It is magic.
You're not wanting to have all of your orgasms
It
now.
isn't
You're
magic.
you're not wanting to have all of the delicious experience of life now. You're wanting a steady stream of it flowing into your experience. And the same thing is true of all of these desires.
Don't
You don't
feel
have
your
time
vibe.
to contemplate them all at once or to experience them all at once. In other words, whatever you're doing, if what you are doing feels good while you're doing it, then what possible difference does it make about all of the things you're
The
not
bar.
doing? See,
Pay
and once you
attention.
sort of get that, once you start savoring whatever is happening now and no longer worrying about the things that you're not able to do now, then you get it. Sometimes we know if you're doing something you don't want to do, and then you say, well, I'd rather do that, that's where that thinking comes from. But when you've trained yourself to make the best of whatever it is that you are doing,
Make the
then
best.
that gap closes, and then you just go from this fun thing to this fun thing to this satisfying thing to this interesting thing to this provocative thing to this good feeling to this good tasting to this good feeling to this good tasting to this interesting thing. You just move from subject to subject feeling good all the time. And somebody watching you would say, my goodness, how is it that you have such a broad spectrum of life? And you say, well, I just dabble in all of the good stuff of life. And in time, you will not be able to remember ever doing something that you didn't really enjoy doing. Esther will say, the only thing that ever bothers me is the stuff I can't get to. And we say, now that is shortage consciousness, because what that's saying is there's not enough of me to go around, or there's not enough time for me to do it all. And that's shooting yourself in the foot, because when you're in that vibration, then whatever you're doing can't be pleasurable either, you see. But when you finally start saying things to yourself like, I can't get it all done, I'll never get it all created, I will never get it all achieved, and I wasn't supposed to do that.
Linkwood means rewind.
Right.
Gunshot
My
means
mission as a
forward. You requested it, so we rewind. Reggae and motivation combined. That's inspiration on another level. Mind Right Radio. Elevate your mind to elevate your life.
Oh, I think you're really going to enjoy this.
Too many
because
bars.
Lining up is so
Don't miss
huge,
these.
and there are so many options
Sharon Smith.
that
Salute,
it would
salute,
be
Sharon.
like you being a child or an adult and saying to someone, I'm hungry, and 5,000 complete meals appearing before you instantaneously. That sort of gives you some sense of relationship to how fast it is and how many options there are. And this is our way of saying to you that it's not a straight and narrow path that you must make your way to. In other words, when you achieve vibrational alignment with your well-being, around every corner is a potential satisfying of something that you want, literally. And the reason that the universe is able to do that is because there are so many players, there is so much data, there is so much interaction, there has been so much already expansion. In other words, the ingredients are already here. When you ask for something, immediately, at least 100 avenues to lead you directly to what your heart's desire would feel satisfied having are before you instantly. At least 100 options. But if you're not in vibrational alignment with them, might as well not be any. It's like your friend saying, oh, I heard the most beautiful music being played from my radio all morning long. I had my radio dial set on 98.6, and it was rapturous. And you said, I didn't hear it. Did you have your radio dial set on 98.6? No. So if you're tuned up, if you're in alignment with what you want, then it's there. It's
Gotta
there,
be
it's
in
there,
alignment.
It's there, it's there, it's there. It's about vibrational alignment. So your question is, how does the universe do this? By the time you were able to identify it in thought as a desire, it's done.
It's done.
If you can think it,
If you can think it,
the components are here,
it's here.
and you can realize it as quickly as you line up with you.
As
If
quickly.
you say, I want a prize, the universe says, very well, we will line up endless opportunities for you to have your prize. And when you say, but there is only one prize, the universe says, very well, we will make it very difficult for you. And when you say, there is only one prize, and I think that person will get it, the universe says, very well, it will not be yours. Your thoughts happen. But when you say, there is no shortage of prizes, the universe says, then pluck from those that please you. They are
Pluck from
everywhere
what
around
pleases
you. Your every thought affects your vibration.
Every thought. Every thought.
All that affects your vibration. And your vibration is the only thing that ever affects your outcome. Every time you launch a preference, the universe has gone to work on fulfilling your preference and has taken great satisfaction in doing so. All of your future worlds have been envisioned and
All
enjoyed
of them.
by all that is non-physical. That's why it's in escrow, ready for you to let it into your experience. Wayne Dyer's book says, you will see it when you believe it. And we say to you, test the heck out of it.
Test that.
Make yourself believe it. Show yourself. Think thoughts and watch them manifest. Think other thoughts. In other words, notice the correlation between what you think and feel and what happens. It's accurate every single time. Adjust the way you feel, watch what happens. It's accurate every single time. But what's tricky about this is that if I stand here and I want to be over there and I say I'm willing to do anything it takes to get over there, I've got a resistance within my vibration because of my inherent dissatisfaction with where I am. Where if I say it's lovely over here and it would be lovely over there, now I've softened that resistance.
Wait, hold on. Hold on, hold on. Don't miss that bar. 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 if you have a dissatisfaction with where you are, right? If you have a dissatisfaction with where you are and you said, I'm not satisfied with where I am, I can't wait till I get over there, there's a resistance, and what you're asking for is more of what you're dissatisfied about. But if you love where you are and wouldn't mind being over there, then there's less resistance. Catch that. If I love it here, y'all love being here. I love it here. Then there's no resistance that's going to stop you from getting to someplace else, right? There's no resistance from getting you from where you love to another place you love, because what energy you putting out there is love. If there is a dissatisfaction with where you are right now, you are signaling to the universe you want more of what you are dissatisfied of, because it's only about vibration. The universe don't understand, don't want none of that. It understands what is the vibration that I'm putting out there, and my vibration says I'm dissatisfied. So what am I going to get more of? More dissatisfaction. I don't even know if that's a word, but you're going to get more of it. Because you are signaling to the universe that you are dissatisfied. But if you love it, right? That's why gratitude. That's why we talked about gratitude this morning. If you love where you are, I love it here. Ain't no other place I'd rather be. I love it here. And what happens when you love where you are and wouldn't mind going somewhere else? There's no resistance. The universe is going to give you more of that.
Do anything it takes to get over there. I've got to, every single time, adjust the way you feel, watch what happens.
Adjust the way you feel, watch what happens.
But what's tricky about this is that if I stand here and I want to be over there and I say I'm willing to do anything it takes to get over there, I've got a resistance within my vibration because of my inherent dissatisfaction with where I am. Where if I say, it's lovely over here and it would be lovely over there, now I've softened that resistance. As I say, from my lovely vantage point where I feel blessed and worthy, I'm looking forward to more evidence of my blessedness and worthiness.
Yes.
Now you've got the whole gamut covered. In other words, can you feel how that just cleaned everything up, you see? As you play with each other and you feel competition and you worry about how much abundance there is, Esther has been enjoying coming to the realization that there is not a shortage of anything. And she has that just about figured out with relative to everything except shortage of time. Or she will say, it feels to me like there's a shortage of Esther. In other words, there's not enough of Esther to go all of the places that everybody would like Esther to be. And then we explained to Jerry and Esther that when you are thinking about budgeting your dollars, you have flexibility in the sense that you can pay attention to the way the dollars are flowing out, and you have some measure of control. But you can also open the vortex through which the dollars come in, and then you have an even broader measure of control. So when you realize that you're tapped into the abundance of dollars, or the abundance of abundance, then you don't have to worry about shortage because it flows in as fast as it flows out. But then Esther said, but what about time? It seems like time can't expand like dollars. She said, I can see how my dollars could expand so that I don't feel shortage as I am expending. But with time, we all only have the same 24 hours in a day. And if we only have this, so all I can do is be responsible about the way I spend that time, because if I spend it over here, I don't have it to spend over there. And we say, but when you are determined to feel joy in any moment that you are spending it, then in the same way that you've taken dollars out of the equation, now you've taken time out of the equation. And when you take things like dollars and time out of the equation, then you begin to take shortage out of the equation. Then you begin to take limitation out of the equation. Then you begin to expect somehow, some way, whatever you want to manifest. And that's when the distance between your dream and the realization of it becomes infinitesimal. And that's when you say, Well, it's like
Curvin,
magic.
what
We
up?
say it isn't magic. It's normal.
I
You're
don't
not
think
wanting
I'm
to have
going
all
to
of your
Boston.
orgasms now. You're not wanting to have all of the delicious experience of life now. You're wanting a steady stream of it flowing into your experience. And the same thing is true of all of these desires. You don't have time to contemplate them all at once or to experience them all at once. In other words, whatever you're doing, if what you are doing feels good while you're doing it, then what possible difference does it make about all of the things you're not doing? See, and once you sort of get that, once you start savoring whatever is happening now and no longer are worrying about the things that you're not able to do now, then you get it. Sometimes we know if you're doing something you don't want to do, and then you say, well, I'd rather do that, that's where that thinking comes from. But when you've trained yourself to make the best of whatever it is that you are doing, then that gap closes. And then you just go from this fun thing to this fun thing to this satisfying thing to this interesting thing to this provocative thing to this good feeling to this good tasting to this good feeling to this good tasting to this interesting thing. You just move from subject to subject feeling good all the time. And somebody watching you would say, my goodness, how is it that you have such a broad spectrum of life? And you say, well, I just dabble in all of the good stuff of life.
I dabble in all the
And in
good stuff
time,
in life.
you will not be able to remember ever doing something that you didn't really enjoy doing.
Sheesh.
Esther will say, the only thing that ever bothers me is the stuff I can't get to. And we say, now that is shortage consciousness, because what that's saying is there's not enough of me to go around, or there's not enough time for me to do it all. And that's shooting yourself in the foot, because when you're in that vibration, then whatever you're doing can't be pleasurable either, you see. But when you finally start saying things to yourself like, I can't get it all done, I'll never get it all created,
Well, Maya
I will
Trash,
never
thank you
get
for
it
the
all
badge love, my
achieved,
guy.
and I wasn't supposed to do that anyway. My mission as a creator is to let the juices flow through me and to enjoy the thrill of the feeling of the juices flowing through me. And sure, they're going to cause creation. Sure, they're going to cause expansion. Sure, things are going to move. Sure, things are going to change. Sure, the world is going to get better and I'm going to have a better life. But that's not the reason I'm doing them. The reason my object of attention exists at all is because as I hold my object of attention, I have the opportunity to feel good as creative juices flow through me in the creation process. The creation process, the eternal process of creation. So how do I find my balance in it? Well, I just listen to Magellan and I reach for what feels good, and I can feel when I'm on my path. And when it doesn't feel so good, I veer to where it feels better. And when it doesn't feel so good, I veer toward where it feels better. In other words, I just keep reaching for the thoughts and ideas that feel good. And when I find one that feels good, I just milk it. I tell everyone about it.
Look.
I roll it over and over.
Wait, hold on. Look. And I'm gonna let her rock out. The rest of these bars are potent because I need y'all to understand this, right? I need y'all to understand this. Keep reaching for the good feeling, no matter what. Keep reaching for the good feeling. And then once you get the good feeling, milk it. Right? Keep milking it.
Over and over in my mind until I achieve enough vibrational harmony with it that law of attraction brings me other thoughts like it.
Yep.
I think that what happens to so many of you is that somewhere along your path, someone has convinced you that you are unworthy on your way to worthiness. And that's a hurdle you can't get over. You cannot jump that hurdle. When you say, I'm unworthy, that's like saying, I'm on 98.6 seeking 101 FM. You cannot get there from there. So you say, well, how do I get there? We say, you got to try to feel worthy. I can't feel worthy. I've felt unworthy for so long. You say, all right, then try feeling happy. No, I can't feel happy.
Tiana, thank you for the badge, love.
Then try feeling interested in something. Oh, yeah, I can feel interested. I feel interested. This is interesting. I feel unworthy about it. You just keep reaching. You just keep reaching for, and that the operative word is reaching for the feeling of relief. We want to say to you, even someone like you, who has left so much negative emotion behind, who is predominantly in a place of feeling good, even you can continue to find dramatic feelings of relief. You don't have to explain anything to anyone, and you don't have to document your trek on your way to worthiness. No one is asking for that explanation except people that aren't in alignment with well-being. When they're not in alignment, there's nothing that you could do to document it that would make them hear it anyway, I say. So finally, you just got to say, it only matters how I feel. It only matters what I think and how I feel. And everybody else is just going to have to take care of themselves. There are so many people that, without even knowing they're doing it, will work a guilt trip on you because they think that you could do something that would make them feel better. And they want to feel better. And so we think that the heart of the unworthiness that most of you are feeling is that you've been unsuccessful in helping someone else feel better. It has never been your job to fix anything in anyone else's experience. It's never been your job. But many of them who want to feel better hold you responsible for them not feeling better. And then when you can't do enough for them to make them feel better, then they don't feel better. And then you feel like the thing that mattered to you most you failed about. And that is what is at the heart of most of your unworthiness. Where if you would say once and for all, my happiness is my job and your happiness is your job, and then work to maintain your happiness, then you've got it.
Whoa, Jackie, thank you for the badge love.
Mind Right Radio,
Alyssa
your
Cole,
number
Jackie
one
Paul.
source for mind elevation.
Wait, hold on.
Hello, this is Earl Nightingale. Before we start, I'd like you to know that I'm not going to try to tell you how to live your life.
Wait, hold on. Listen. This is all about winners. We ain't trying to tell you whether you want to win or not. It's okay. Listen, if you want to be a loser, it is okay.
Hello, this is Earl Nightingale.
But it's for
Before
the
we
winners,
start,
though. Winners,
I'd like you
open
to
your
know
ears
that
up.
I'm not going to try to tell you how to live your life. That's none of my business, nor is it anybody else's
None of my business.
That's your business.
Your business.
Nor is this Lead the Field program a collection of pleasantries, platitudes, or Pollyanna. It is a summation of more than 20 years of research on one subject, and that is, why do some people do so well in life, while so many
Also,
more
we'll repeat.
do not?
Ask and
And the
shall be
first thing let's
received.
talk about is the magic word. The experts call it the most important word as far as the results we get from life are concerned, in this or any other
Coach Jackie, I
language.
appreciate
And
you.
that word is attitude. It is our attitude toward life which will determine life's attitude toward us. Let's face the fact honestly that we shape our own lives, and the shapes of them will be determined by our attitudes. A person with a poor attitude toward learning, for example, isn't going to learn much until he changes his attitude. If we take the attitude that we cannot do something, we generally will not do it. An attitude of failure, and we're whipped before we start. So we know then that what we receive from life, what we accomplish or
Mocha
fail
Zoo,
to
thank you for the
accomplish,
badge love.
is due in large measure to our overall attitude. William James of Harvard University put it this way: the greatest discovery of my generation is that human beings can alter their lives by
Kim
altering
Sue,
their
thank you for the
attitudes
badge
alone.
love. Appreciate you.
And isn't it wonderful that we have this measure of control? Before we start talking about our attitude toward the world, let's talk about our attitude toward ourselves, since it is the attitude we take toward ourselves which determines our attitude toward the world. Now, right here we come to a rather strange fact. We're so familiar with ourselves, we tend to take ourselves for granted. We tend to minimize the things we can accomplish, the goals we can reach, and for some equally strange reason, believe others can accomplish things in our field which we cannot. There are literally millions of human beings living narrow, darkened, frustrated lives, living defensively, simply because they take a defensive, doubtful attitude toward themselves, and as a result, toward life in general. Many people are suspicious of and oppose change. Yet change is the one thing in life on which we can absolutely count. People who stay young all the years of their lives not only welcome change, but see it for what it really is: new opportunity, new chances for further fulfillment. Attitude is a reflection, a result of a person's will. It is incalculably powerful. It can bring about marvelous results for us, but we need to train it patiently, day by day. Now let's talk about the attitudes of people who are successful. The top 5% of the people who go sailing through life from one success to another, and who, even when they fail at something, shrug it off and head right out again. No matter who the person is or what he does, Men and women in sales, business executives, people in all the professions, wives and mothers, students, top people in the armed forces, public servants, men and women in the service of religion, working men and women in all fields of endeavor. Wherever you find a person doing an outstanding job and getting outstanding results, you will find a person with the right kind of attitude.
The right attitude.
These people take the attitude toward themselves.
Win, 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 win!
Accomplish what they set out to accomplish.
Get
That
everything
there's no
else.
good reason on earth why they can't be competent, successful. They have a healthy attitude toward themselves and, as a result, toward life and the things they want to accomplish. And because of this, they achieve some remarkable things, and they come to be called successful, outstanding, brilliant, lucky, and a lot of other things. They're quite frequently no more brilliant or outstanding than the majority of the people by whom they're surrounded. But they did develop the right attitude, and they found their accomplishments not too difficult, and many times surprisingly easy, simply because it seems that so few are really
Wendy,
trying.
Wendy,
Many believe in
thank you so
themselves.
much. Free to live 09.
Successful people come in all
Thank you for the
shapes and
bad love.
sizes and in widely varying degrees of intelligence, background, and so on. But they all have one thing in common. They expect more good out of life than bad. They expect to succeed more than they fail. If you want something worthwhile, take the attitude that there are a lot more reasons why you can have it than there are that you cannot, and set out to earn it. Go after
New
it,
fresh,
work
salute.
at it, ask for it, and 9 times out of 10, you will get it. Our environment is really a mirror of our mental attitude. If we don't like our environment, we have to change our attitude first. Now, the world plays no favorites. It's impersonal. It doesn't care whether we change or not. Adopting a good, healthy attitude toward life doesn't affect the world and the people in it nearly as much as it affects us. It would be impossible to even estimate the number of jobs which have been lost, the number of promotions missed, the number of sales not made,
Amazing about the fall out there got time.
marriages ruined.
It's 9
by
o'clock,
attitude.
and he got more bars.
But you can number
If I
in the
rewind,
millions
I
the
don't even think I
jobs
got
which
time to
are held
rewind.
and hated, the marriages which are tolerated but unhappy, all because of people who are waiting for the world and others to change toward them, instead of being big enough and wise enough to at least make a test which will prove beyond any shadow of a doubt where most or at least a big part of the trouble lies. Studies made of the lives of literally thousands of successful people have shown that they radiate confidence, assurance, they expect success, and they get success.
Except
You can spot these people
And
by
they
the way
get-
they walk, by the way they look and act. You can feel it about them when they enter a room. They may be short and fat, or tall and thin, or any combination in between, but they have about them the attitude of success. In the record Greener Pastures, I'll get into this next
tattooed
statement.
by
but
Juan. Salute,
right now, I want you
salute.
to realize, if you don't already, that in 5 years or less, you can get right to the top of the work you're now doing.
You'll get to the top.
I know this, but the important question here is, do you know this? The minute you do know it, you'll have this right attitude I'm talking about. The easiest and most effective means of forming a good attitude habit is to begin to act as though you have a good, positive, expectant attitude toward life. That's right.
Netherlands,
Begin right now to
Amsterdam in the
walk
building.
at the
Salute.
globe as though you belong to this group. If you're already in the top 5%, you'll know what I mean. If you've never tried it, you'll be amazed at what happens. Actions trigger feelings, just as feelings trigger actions. Now, let me tell you a little test you can make which will prove beyond any shadow of a doubt that a good attitude can change a person's life as dramatically as walking from a darkened room into the bright, clear light of day. Not long ago, I read a line which went, "Life is dull only to dull people." This is true, but it also could have read, "Life is interesting only to interesting people," or "Life is successful only to successful people."
Facts.
And what I'm trying to say is that you must first become,
Become.
mentally, from an attitude standpoint,
Oh,
that
bars.
which you wish to achieve.
Become what you
A
want to
famous
be.
restaurateur
If
was
you want
being
to be, if you
interviewed
want
by a
success,
reporter who
become
asked,
success.
"When did you become successful?" He replied, "I was successful when I was sleeping on park benches because I knew what I wanted to do and that I would do it." In short, his attitude had been one of success, of expecting success long
I
before
expected.
the material, the tangible rewards of success had been earned. We'll get into this particular phase of Lead the Field in record number 3, A Worthy Destination. But for now, remember that a person must act, look, and because of these things, feel successful before the success he seeks.
Before.
Chances are you know people who seem to be what others call lucky. All kinds of good and wonderful things seem to happen to them, and they give the impression of happily sailing through life, having a wonderful time, and getting more accomplished in a year than most people do in 5. This has been figured out fairly scientifically, and if anyone will conscientiously go about the test I'm going to recommend, and stay with it every day for the next 30 days without fail, that person can join this small, happy, and extremely productive group of people. He'll find himself becoming lucky, as they say, and most of his problems will pretty well take care of themselves. Of this you can be sure. The results will be nothing short of amazing. Now, it makes no difference how good a person's attitude has been in the past. Anything can be improved upon, and it's the small refinements upon something already good that makes it great. So here's the test. For the next 30 days, act toward the world, everything and everyone with whom you come in contact, with the attitude which represents the kind of results you want to achieve. That is, if the result you want is more success in what you're doing, act as though you are already in possession of the success you seek. If you want others to treat you with admiration and respect, treat others with admiration and respect first. Have you ever stopped to think of this? Every human being on Earth is the most important human being on Earth as far as he or she is concerned.
Facts.
You may never get anyone to admit it, but it's a fact. So for the next 30 days, treat every person with whom you come in contact as the most important person on Earth, remembering as you do so that as far as that person is concerned, he is. Now, the reason I say treat everyone in this fashion is mainly because this is the way human beings ought to treat each other, and because it will help you form a habit that will bring you amazing and delightful results for the rest of your life. Have you ever noticed that the higher you go in any organization of value, the nicer the people seem to become? You see, the bigger the person, the easier it is to talk to him, to get along with him, to do business with him. You know why? It's because he's got a good attitude, and people with the best attitudes just naturally gravitate toward the top. So for 30 days, act toward others in the world at large in exactly the same manner you want the world and others to act toward you. Treat your wife or husband as the person he or she really is, the most important person in your life. The same with the children. Carry out into the world each morning for 30 days the kind of attitude you would have if you were the most successful human being on Earth. And notice how it quickly develops into an habitual attitude. When a person does this, he should realize he has already placed himself on the road to what he seeks. He is right now in the top 5% of the people in this or any other country. He has prepared the ground and planted the seed. He has made of himself a magnet, an embodiment of that which he seeks. Before metal can be cast into a desired shape, the mold, the expectant receptacle, must first be fashioned.
Whoa!
Before a building can be erected, the excavation must be made and the foundation laid. And before a person can achieve the kind of life he wants, he must become that kind of individual. He must think, act, talk, walk, and conduct himself in all of his affairs as would the person he wishes to become. He is then actually that person, and the things that person would have and do will naturally come to it. Almost immediately, a change will be noticed. Irritations that used to frustrate and annoy disappear. When some less informed individual gives you a bad time, stay on the track. When someone cuts in front of you with his car or acts in any other manner that shows his ignorance and lack of courtesy, don't permit yourself to drop to his level. Pity him, for that's what he really deserves. That's the very group a person doesn't want to belong to. And if he acts like them, well, let's face it, he belongs with them. There's nothing in the world that men, women, and the foundation laid. And before a person can achieve the kind of life he wants, he must become that kind of individual. He must think, act, talk, walk, and conduct himself in all of his affairs as would the person he wishes to become. He is then actually that person.
Earl
And the
Nightingale.
things that person would have and do will
MindRightRadioVIP.com.
Almost immediately, a change will be noticed. Irritations that used to frustrate and annoy disappear. When some less informed individual gives you a bad time, stay on the track. When someone cuts in front of you with his car or acts in any other manner that shows his ignorance and lack of courtesy, don't permit yourself to drop to his level. Pity him, for that's what he really deserves. That's the very group a person doesn't want to belong to. And if he acts like them, well, let's face it, he belongs with them. There's nothing in the world that men, women, and children want and need more than the feeling that they're
Let me
important,
double check.
that they're needed and respected, They will give their love, their affection, their respect, and their business to the person who fills this need. So the magic word is attitude.
Attitude.
And in summing up, a few points to keep in mind. 1. It is our attitude at the beginning of a task which, more than anything else, will affect its successful outcome. 2. It is our attitude toward life which determines life's attitude toward us. 3. We are interdependent. It is impossible to succeed without others. And it is our attitude toward others which will determine their attitude toward us. 4. Before a person can achieve the kind of life he wants, he must become that kind of individual. He must think, act, talk, walk, and conduct himself in all of his affairs as would the person he wishes to become. 5. The higher you go in any organization of value, the better will be the attitude you will find. 6. Your mind can hold only one thought at a time, and since there's nothing at all to be gained by being negative, be positive. 7. The deepest craving of human beings is to be needed, to feel important, to be appreciated. Give it to them, and they'll return it to you. 8. Look for the best in new ideas. As someone said, I've never met a person I couldn't learn something from. 9. Don't waste valuable time broadcasting personal problems. It probably won't help you. It cannot help others. 10. Don't talk about your health unless it's good. 11. Radiate the attitude of well-being, of confidence, of a person who knows where he's going. This will inspire those around you, and you will find good things will begin happening to you. And 12, lastly, for the next 30 days, treat everyone with whom you come in contact as the most important person on earth. If you do this for 30 days, you will do it for the rest of your life. Now, in closing, remember the words of Walter Dill Scott of Northwestern University. Success or failure in any undertaking is caused more by the mental attitude even than by mental capacities. Thank you.
Get out the way, get out the way, get out the way, y'all. Get out the way. Get the F out your way. Get out your way. You either with you or against you. That's how the song should go. Get out your way, get out your way, get out your way, y'all. You either with you or against you, yo. Win. Win, 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 win. Forget everything else. Win, 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 win. All right, y'all. I'm out. Y'all appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for the extra time. Thank y'all for rocking with me. Appreciate everybody. I forgot to put my badges on. So thank you for everybody who showed love. Miss Wendy, I appreciate you. Kim Sue, I appreciate you. Jackie Ziegler, thank you for the badge love. I appreciate you. Fat shout to Mocha Zoo. Thank you for the badge love. Jackie Paul, Wellness Worthy. Thank you for the badge love. Tiana Myers, a.k.a. Taylor Joy Productions. Thank you for the badge love. I got Ramaya Trask. Thank you for the badge love. I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for tapping in. Thank y'all for tuning in. All right, y'all. There we go. Tap in today. What's today? Today's Tuesday. Please win on purpose. Please win on purpose. All right, Mocha Zoo. Thank you, P Dub. I appreciate you. All right, y'all. If you want to win on purpose. I'll see y'all tomorrow in God's will. Let me go take a shower. But I took a shower last night, so I ain't really funky, but I'm still gonna take a shower anyway. But love y'all. Win on purpose. Have a great day. I'll see y'all tomorrow in God's will. Same time, same place. All right, peace.
I'm talking about well.
Money ain't a thing. Money ain't a thing.
Money in the bank. Money in the bank.
We can talk, but money talk, so talk more.
Ash Cash Show, Ash Cash Show, the Ash Cash Show, Ash Cash Show, the Ash Cash Show, Ash Cash Show, the Ash Cash Show, show.